Y'all come on in. Come on in, y'all. We got a conversation to talk about real quick. Got a topic to talk about real quick. Y'all come on in. Welcome, 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 everybody. Y'all come on in here. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in here. Yes, come on in here. Oh, this topic is good tonight, y'all. This topic is good tonight. This one is along with a couple of other ones I have to do is well overdue. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm not going to hold y'all long. It is not going to be long. I'm going to try my best not to because I know it's a Friday night. Yeah, party. I know. I'm just saying party, but y'all know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know it's Friday night. Everybody winding down from working all week, kicking back, all of that, probably playing spades or whatever. But y'all come on in real quick and have this conversation with me. Very important conversation. And I hope y'all can hear me. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Matter of fact, let me check my phone. Y'all sorry. I'm sorry. But let me check my phone, make sure I can hear myself. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear myself. All right. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. Yes, y'all know I'm your host, Miss J. Um, and tonight, rather, um, I'm going to dive into a topic that every teacher, every parent, every neighbor, every community leader needs to pay attention to. And that is kids and how cell phones and video games are damaging them. Are cell phones and video games damaging our kids' mental health? I'm going to ask y'all that again. Y'all put your thoughts down in the comments real quick, okay? Put your thoughts down. Are video games and cell phones damaging our kids' mental health? All right. I know this is a topic I got to talk about it. All right. So to be real honest now, listen, y'all look, y'all know, and we all know that cell phones and video games, they are powerful tools, right? They are powerful. And you put those things in a little kid's hands. Oh wow. Oh wow. Powerful tools. But see, we also have to understand the reason for cell phones and video games, right? Let's look at it. First off, yes, cell phones and video games, they do what? They keep us connected. Yes. They keep us informed and they keep us entertained. But this is the thing now. I want y'all to listen at me. When it comes to our kids, when it comes to our kids, these devices can do more harm than good. If, and I'm going to say this again, if it's not being managed and monitored correctly. Yeah, let's dive into this, y'all. Let's get real about this. Let me go on and dive into it. If it's not managed and monitored correctly, yes, they can do more harm to our kids. Y'all sprinkle this out, sprinkle this out, sprinkle this out, sprinkle this out. So when we're looking at, it's just that whenever we get on our cell phones and video games, we always talking about screen time, right? What about screen time? Is that really important? Oh, yes, it is. It's very important. But see, now our children, our kids in this era, well, they coming up today with cell phones all in their hands, early ages. I never understood that. Never understood that. But see that now the average screen time is 7 to 9 hours daily. Did y'all know that? Outside of schoolwork. Now, if you look at 7 to 9 hours of screen time in a child's hand, depending on the age, that to me, that's a lot. And now these days, these kids are getting, now to each his own. Now don't come for me because I come back for you back. But to each his own. But these kids these days, let me give y'all a sample, tell y'all what happened about a couple weeks ago. This what made me want to do this topic. I was in Food Line, and it was this lady and her 2 kids. They looked like they could have been 5. The youngest one seemed like to me she could have been maybe 4 or 5 years old. Okay. And the other one I could have been maybe 8, maybe 10. But anyway, the little 4 or 5 year old, the mother kept saying, give me your phone and come and get up in the basket. She wanted to pick the child up and put him in the basket, but just said him, give me your phone because I don't want you to drop your phone. Now I'm sitting here looking at this little child has a phone, their own phone. Do you know when that woman took that phone out of all the things she wanted to do was pick it? She didn't want the child to hold it while she was picking him up to put him in the basket. I didn't want to drop it. And of course, it was an iPhone. Okay. It was an iPhone. And of course, it was a 15. How I know? Because I look and I know them 3 cameras. That's a 15 or a 16 or whatever. But yes, it was an iPhone. Anyway, so she said, Mama, you hold it. Oh my God. When I tell you that child, if that child did not do a break dance on Food Line floor, that child was break dancing on that floor. What I mean by that was doing a tantrum. Oh my God. And me personally, as a parent, and if she wasn't embarrassed, I was embarrassed for her. Because she said, no, what are you doing? That child wanted that phone back. Just that quick. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. I just had to share that with y'all. Yes, that child wanted that phone back. And would you believe that child did not stop that kicking and screaming? She was popping him every now and then, telling him to stop. Let me tell y'all when that child stopped, when she put that phone back in that child's hand. That child stopped crying and everything, got on up off the floor, and he thought to put the phone in his pocket, and she picked him up, put him on in the cart. And of course, I would say about 8, 9 people watching. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I got to talk about this. That's the reason why I'm come talking about this topic, y'all. That just got by me. They just got by me. But as I stated, now if you look at the daily screen time is 7 to 9 hours. Now that's outside of their schoolwork. Oh my Jesus. Really? Now, let's unlike a television, right? Well, some television can be interactive too, but unlike a television, phones are very interactive, right? And video games are very interactive, right? They have it can cause a lot of endless scrolling. Now, who can relate to that? I can, yeah, you can just scroll, to be very honest. Endless scrolling, constant notification just coming through. And then, but what's going on? That child is getting instant gratification just by all that coming through to them. Okay? Notification, want to see what it is, being happy to see it. But like I stated now, unlike a television, phones are and video games are interactive, but it causes endless scrolling, constant notification, and instant gratification. Oh gosh. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So why does this matter? Why does this matter? Because the brain, a child brain, number one, is still developing. A child's brain is still developing, y'all, and especially their brain is still developing, and especially during the decision making and emotional making part. Their brain is still developing, and we putting something like that powerful in their hands. I want y'all to hear me. How's everybody doing out there? But we putting something that powerful in a child's hand. Oh my gosh. This is very important, y'all. We're raising kids with access to the world, y'all. Think about it. They have that phone and them video games, they have access to the world. But see, we as parents, we don't even understand. Have we thought about we are not only giving them access to the world, but we are also exposing them to pressures that their minds aren't really ready to handle. Y'all know how dangerous it is. But see, we giving it to them right here in their hand. Time they get what, 3, 2, 3, 4 years old? I don't know. Here you go, an iPhone. Really? But like I said, that to each his own. But that's what we're doing. We're raising kids with and giving them access to the world. But unbeknownst to us, and I'm repeating it again, we don't even realize that we are also exposing them to pressures of the world that their minds are not ready for. Wow. Wow. I hope somebody's getting this. So now I want y'all to wonder and ask yourself, and you might have said, well, how, Miss J, how do cell phones and video games are damaging kids? Oh, I'm getting ready to tell you. Number one is the mental health. Mm-hmm. Do y'all know studies have linked heavy phone use to anxiety, loneliness, and depression? I'm going to say that again for the ones seeing about in the back. Yes, cell phones and video games, this is how they are damaging and have the capacity to damage our kids. Mental health. Number one is mental health. And studies have linked heavy cell phone use to anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Who can relate to that? Who can relate to this? Sleep deprivation. Don't want to go to sleep. That blue light and late night scrolling, it keeps kids from getting a healthy breast. How many can relate to that? Put your thumbs up. Child don't want to go to bed. You tell them to bring the cell phone down to bed, out of the room. It's time to go to bed. 15 more minutes. See, sleep deprivation. And if some of your parents, I'm just being honest here, don't come for me, but like I said, I'll come back. But if for some of y'all parents is still allowing your kids to have that cell phone in their room on school nights, y'all need to stop doing it. I know it can be hard because it's a habit. Because trust me, yeah, they sleep. You peeping there at 10 o'clock, they really them felt to sleep. But see, that phone is still in there. Who to say when they wake up, use the bathroom, now they're grabbing the phone now they're grabbing their phone now. Until they're ready to fall back to sleep. And we don't know when that'll be, right? Thank you. But sleep deprivation, yes. That blue light and late night scrolling. Kids need a healthy sleep, y'all, and it's keeping them from that. And the social skills, interacting. Come on, the social skills. Oh my gosh! Instead of face to face interaction, they want to communicate through screens, through texting. Now, let me say something about that. My grandkids know when they come here, because don't tell me you're gonna come here and spend time with you and Papa. What that means when you walk through the door, it's time to put the cell phone up, because it's not no need to be here and we all sit in the front room like that movie night, but you on your phone. See, I don't play that. No, 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 no. That's not spending time. And this real talk. That's not spending time. We're gonna have a conversation. Let me ask you about how your day was in school, or how your day on your job, how your job going. Yeah, we're gonna talk. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just being honest. But no, I don't allow that, because if you're coming to spend time with us, that's what you do. Spend time with us. Not spend time. Not spend y'all. Excuse me. I had to pick my dog up. She wanted to get him a lap. Not spend time on your phone. I'm sorry. Come on now. But that's how they're doing it now. Instead of face to face, the kids are interacting through and communicating through screens. Wow. Wow. I just asked one of my grandchildren from minutes ago, what were they doing? No, they home, right? And it's 9 now. I said, what you doing? And she texts back and said, I'm in the bed watch on TikTok. I was like, really? But this is a 16-year-old. But I said, really? But see, now I know how she do. Now she's one to one. She's not gonna be on that phone all night. Nah. That I do know her still. I know this one. I know this one. Yeah, but I thought about that. I was like, wow. Watching TikTok on the phone. But that's what they do. Anybody can relate? Put them thumbs up down there. Y'all give me y'all thoughts on this, what I'm saying. And thank y'all for being here, those that's watching. I come back and look at the comments, okay? And another thing, what about their attention span? When you're trying to talk to them, right? Now this gets my goat. Don't let me sit here be trying to talk with you and you still on the phone. I'm on your phone or playing a video game. And I'm like, you hear what I said? You hear what I said about 30 minutes ago? I had mentioned to you about take the trash out. Oh, you did. Now they don't even really remember what I said to them. Who can relate? Attention span. And what's going on with that? Constant stimulation. What happens? It makes it harder for them to focus in school or doing any type of conversations, y'all. Yes, attention span. By them being constantly stimulated by that video game or that cell phone. That's what makes it harder for them to focus on what you're saying to them, to focus in school, to focus on any kind of conversation. That's why they heard you said go walk the dog. You done told them 2 hours ago and it ain't happened yet. That's why the attention span. Now, these are ways that are video games and cell phones are damaging our kids' mental health. Now, this big one, next to a big one, this next to the big one is exposing them to danger. Oh my gosh. Now I want to elaborate on this because it's against the law now. And I'm glad they made a law of it. Why I'm saying exposing them to danger, video games, when they be playing online. Now let me tell y'all what happened a couple weeks ago. Here it is, another story. One of my grandchildren, 5 years old, 6 years old, playing. I guess now ain't no guessing. He was online. He was playing with some children online, playing Halo or whatever. I don't know about them games, but I don't mean no harm. I was hearing so many GD come out. I'm talking about 5 and 6 year old. I had to make him get off that game. Now, this was not from him. This was from who he was playing with, because I was hearing him say, "Why you keep cursing?" I don't know who he was talking to, but I was hearing too many GDs. GD this and GD that. Too many. Too many. Exposing them. This was a video game, not a cell phone. Video game they were playing. But he had the headrest thing, headset thing, but it was still coming out his phone. That's how I was able to hear. It was meant for me to hear. I made him get off of it. No, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna be listening to nobody using God's name in vain. Children, no. And not only that, cyberbullying. That's why I said I'm glad they got a law against that now. You're exposing your children to be able to have a chance of somebody bullying them through the internet. Not only that, predators are out there, and they can share inappropriate content to your kids. They don't know. They sitting there thinking they're talking to a 9-year-old playing the game, sitting there thinking they're talking to a 9 or 10-year-old. They're sitting there talking to a 30-some-year-old nasty ass man. But they don't know. A child, they don't know. They're going by what they telling them. They exposing them to danger. Yes, being exposed to danger. This is how cell phones and video games are damaging our kids. Okay? Now, phones and video games, there aren't just distracting kids. What they also doing, y'all? I want y'all to hear me when I say this. What they also doing is they are also shaping who they will become. Who they will become. You got a lot of these teenagers out here now playing what's that game? Grand Theft Auto. They driving real fast. Some of them speeding. They probably got it in mind thinking that mess they were doing on Grand Theft Auto, they can do it in real life and they hurt themselves. But phones and video games, they are not just distracting our kids, y'all. They are shaping who they become. And you wonder why they sit up in the room all day. No, it's not good, y'all. Thank y'all for being in here. Y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all liking what I'm talking about. And give me your thoughts. Now, what I want to tell y'all, there are some warning signs. But we as parents, we as teachers, we as neighbors, we as brothers, we as older brothers, we as older sisters, aunts, uncles, we got to watch for this. Real life warning signs, y'all. And if anybody can relate, let me know. Put them thumbs up when I say this. Say these. Mood swings when that phone is taken away. Oh my God. I can relate. Now I can. Ooh, Jesus. My grandbaby, one of my grandbabies, we went out about 2 months ago. We went somewhere. I took his phone for him. I wanted him to play like everybody was playing. My grandbaby, he did not want to talk to me. When I tell he showed his AWS at that place, we was at Imagination Station. He showed his natural ass. When I tell you, it was so disrespectful. To the point people was looking at me, and I'm trying to talk to him. He keep turning his back, all because I took his phone because I wanted him to go out there and play with everybody else that came with us. But he didn't want to do that. Then I called my son. He didn't even want to talk to his daddy. Turned his back. Oh my gosh. Mood swings when that phone is taken away. If y'all can relate, y'all put in the comments what y'all went through. Lack of interest in outside play or hobbies. He don't. Now that's my another thing about this grandbaby. He don't. Barry say he go outside. He sits there and play that game. Now this is the issue that I have with a lot of people. Get mad if you want to. I don't care, but I'm gonna say it. A lot of you feel like, not everybody, but a lot of people feel like they letting the video games and the cell phone babysit the children. Long as he or she in there playing that game, he ain't gonna bother me. Y'all need to stop that. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. And I'm gonna say it again loud so you can hear me. If you one of the ones that just let your child sit in there all weekend, long as they ain't bothering you though, right? And play a game or be on the cell phone, you're wrong for that. I said it. Because I know that happens. That happens. And that's what caused them don't want to go outside. You helping them stay in the house. We got to do better, parents. We got to do better. We got to do better. This one, declining grades. Next thing you know, now them grades and start falling now. And you wonder why. That's because you letting him or her keep that phone in that room while they supposedly be asleep. And then they waking up through the night, picking it up, and you're on that phone, but you don't know it. Grades messing all up now. Not doing homework. Oh yeah. I want y'all to hear me now. This is not the bash anyone. This is trying to get some information here. Because it's about them, it's about the kids. And do y'all realize that's how a lot of kids are being preyed upon through them video games and the cell phones? A lot of them get missing because they're sneaking off of me somebody. Why? Because they had a cell phone in their hand or a video game. Okay. Withdrawn from family conversations. Now, if y'all can relate, give me a situation y'all had to happen. Withdrawn from family conversation. Why have family time, watch movies or come outside and do a little cookout or something when if you got 3 or 4 kids, all of them sit right there on the phone. Everybody, their family members all around them, they on their phone. See, withdrawn from family conversations. Y'all come on now. Y'all know I'm right. And the sad thing about it, another one is a lot of the kids now, they are living for likes and follows and validation all online. A lot of them is doing that, y'all. You'll be surprised to sit back. Matter of fact, I heard a couple of my grandchildren saying it to one another a couple of months ago. We were riding in the back, they was in the back seat. Now I'm talking about it. Hey, Mitchell posted this video on TikTok. I got 25 likes already. Yes. Living for that. Validation. That's validation. These are not just habits, y'all. What I'm telling y'all, these are symptoms. And I told y'all, as parents, as teachers, as neighbors, as uncles and aunts, and as adults, period, we need to pay attention. Stop overlooking it. If you want the one that took that phone from your child and they had a hissy fit, I hate you. Yeah, y'all went through some of that. That's a problem. They acting all like that because you took a phone or the video game or they in the room tearing up stuff. I know that happened to somebody recently that I know personally in their home. Tore the room all to pieces because daddy walked in there, took that video game out because them grades and slipped. Yes, punching holes in the wall. Yes, I'm not lying to y'all. We got to pay attention. We got to pay attention. Now, with all this going on with these video games and all, there are things that we can do. Very important things that we can do. And I want y'all to hear me, and I want y'all to listen at this now. And from this day forward, start implementing this, okay? Set boundaries. That's a big problem. Set boundaries. Example. No, how many of y'all be at the dinner table? Even you got your phone out at the dinner table. You wrong too. You wrong too as an adult. No phones at the dinner table. No phones. We get ready to eat. Put them phones down. Everybody leave the phone in the front room on the table. Come on to the table. And you got to make sure you're limited. So this is setting boundaries. Limit screen time. Limit screen time. And you got to set curfews for them devices. Okay, even a school night, especially if they got good grades, okay? Especially because I was talking with someone, and I know this for a fact. She really don't let her child be playing video games like that. Only on the weekends. This I do know, okay? But other night, she was letting them play. So I said, you letting them play? She said, yeah. She said, because he brought home a very good report card, progress report. And I just decided, tonight I will let him play the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. But see, what I was noticing, she kept saying, all right, you got 15 more minutes. I'm coming in and shut it down. That's what she did. Because after the 15 minutes, Mary was still on the phone. She put me on hold. She said, I'll be back, Miss J. Hold on for a minute. And she went right in there. She brought the game out. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do that. Limit time with it, and set curfews. If you're going to set a curfew, they especially got good grades, let them play. They get home from school, they do their homework, and then 6 o'clock they finish their homework. Tell them, I'm gonna give you 1 hour on it, and that's what you do. Set curfew and stick to it. Setting boundaries, y'all. Be that example. Do y'all know kids follow what they see? They mimic. So they see you all the time at the dinner table, or at the cookout. Y'all supposed to be doing a cookout together, and you all on your phone too. Don't you know they're gonna do the same thing? Because I'm surprised if it don't come out of one of their mouth. Well, mom, daddy, you be on your phone all the time, and you can't say nothing to real. But yep, you right. But be the example. I'm telling you, kids follow what we do, not what we say. I'm gonna say it again for that person saying way about in the back saying she ain't finished yet, or I'm just about finished. Kids follow what we do, but not what we say. Can I get an amen on that one? Make sure that you are encouraging real life connections, right, y'all? Especially if you know that they love sports. If you know they love to play baseball or basketball or football, you know they love football. They love to play it. But all of a sudden, now since you done found and bought them that cell phone the past year, they ain't even said nothing about going out for football no more. They were good at it too. Encourage them to start that back. Encourage them to do that. If you got a child that love to draw, all of a sudden you done put that cell phone, the video game in their hand. 2 or 3 years done passed. They ain't brought you nothing for they proud of for you to see that they drew. Encourage them to start about drawing, y'all. And encourage them to start reading. Take them to some community events with you. Real life connections, okay? And make sure you talk about it. You got to sit the kids down these days. Even the teenagers, yeah, they think they know it all. They're 15, 16, they think they know it all, but they don't. They don't. If they knew it all, I don't mean no harm, but they would know better than to be on the internet and they slip down the house and going to meet somebody. They don't know, y'all. They probably tell Mom, Dad, I already know. Tell them anyway. You teach them about the online dangers. You teach them about that. Regard they're 14, 15, 16, 17. You tell them about that. And make sure they understand their self-worth. They got to understand that they are worth something. And help them to gain balance between the video game and the cell phone and the family. Help them gain balance. Okay, we're going to put some balance in between this. Help them understand their self-worth. Help them understand it. And you gotta have tech-free zones, y'all. Bedrooms and family spaces should prioritize presence over screens. Now I'm gonna say that again for that one sitting back there saying, I thought she was finished. She ain't finished, still ain't finished. Nope, I'm just about. Hold on. Make sure you have this is what we can do to help them now. Make sure you have a tech-free zone. No cell phones in the bedroom and family spaces. Didn't I just tell y'all that? No cell phones in the bedrooms or family spaces. Nope, you're not going to do that. No cell phones in the family bedrooms or the family spaces. I want y'all to hear what I'm getting ready to say. I'm getting ready to close. Cell phones and video games, they're not evil, y'all. They're not. They're really not. But when it comes to the kids, too much of it, too much access without boundaries. That's the key thing. Without boundaries can damage their mental health, relationships, and their future. Too much of it without boundaries, y'all. It can damage your kids' mental health and their relationships and their future. You might give you an example. You might have some little teenage little people call themselves going together. They 16, 17 years old. And your daughter might come to you and say, yeah, Ma, I was liking him, but he's still on his phone all the time. When I put mine down, he always on his phone, messing up that relationship. See what I'm saying? It'll mess them up. Now, as parents and leaders or neighbors, believe it or not, y'all, it's our job to guide these kids with these cell phones and video games. Let them know right out of gate what age it's gonna be when you decide to give them a phone. When you decide to give him or she a phone, let it be known. I'm going to tell you, as they get up some age, they get 5 years old, you start telling them, look, you're not going to get no phone until you're 12. I'm just saying for an example. Let it be known. Not just give them a device and hope for the best. No, let it be known from the gate. In this household, y'all are not going to get if you got 2 kids, 1 kid, 5 kids, whatever. Everybody ain't getting a phone till they're 12 years old or 13 years old. I'm just saying, okay? That's just an example. Let it be known. Don't just give it to them and keep your fingers crossed. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So here's the challenge that I want to give to y'all, to my listeners that's listening now, and the one that's gonna come back and watch and listen to the replay. Take a look at your child's screen time this week. Okay, take a look at it, and then when you look at it, ask yourself this right here. Is this helping my child grow? or is this hurting my child? Take notice how long they playing that video game and ask yourself that same question. If they've been playing that video game, if they start that video game tonight and they don't get no sleep all the way until 4 o'clock tonight in the morning, now they want to sleep all day, you need to ask yourself, is this video game helping your child grow in any kind of way? In any kind of way? Or is it hurting them in any kind of way? I love y'all. Thank you for joining me tonight on the Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. Y'all know I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and share this episode. Somebody might need to hear it, But until next time, stay present, stay aware, and make sure you keep it unfiltered. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.